Hi guys, it's Ray here from Just4keepers, and this is my amazing daughter, Mackenzie Ray.
Hi.
Okay, is that what you're going to say? You're going to have nothing else? No, okay, she's shy. So guys, listen, obviously if you're into the supernatural and all that, guys, yeah, just, I know that Just4keepers were a goalkeeping coaching and a goalkeeping glove organisation, but I just felt that I needed to share with what we've actually witnessed last week. And also the reason why I'm doing this is to, if any of you guys out there knows what we've witnessed and seen, which we captured on our iPhones purely by accident, please get in touch with us because it's completely baffled us. Is that right, love? Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I'm very open-minded when it comes to like UFOs and ghosts and the supernatural. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm not into it. I don't research anything like that. I'm just open-minded. But we've lived in several houses. Was it yourself or Ash that's witnessed ghosts?
Me.
Was it yourself? What did you witness?
I seen a ghost in the attic.
In the basement. So we lived in a house with a basement, and it was Mackenzie that witnessed a ghost. As I say, so we've lived in several properties, big properties, where it doesn't matter what people say to us. We've seen and we heard what we've seen. But being typical thick scousers, I mean, we're probably a ghost worst nightmare. They were trying to scare us, and all we were doing is hiding the TV, so to speak, guys. So all I'm saying is like we're very open-minded when it comes to the supernatural, but we're not fanatic about it, guys. Okay, so when we've had an experience, we just go, okay, that was weird, and then we get on with our lives. But what we witnessed last week, now this is July 2021, has completely baffled me. This has gone beyond my thinking. And would you say the same, love? Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't say much, guys, as you can gather. So look, I'm going to probably do 2 or 3 videos on this. And the reason why I'm doing this is one, to share obviously what we've witnessed, but also really for anyone out there that hasn't any idea what we've seen, please get in contact with myself, because I'd love to know what it is. Because as I say, UFOs, ghosts, etc. I get that. I say, even though that we're not fanatically, we chase it. We're not fanatics. We don't research it and anything. We're just open-minded. What we've seen, but we're just open-minded to that type of stuff, if that makes sense. But this is completely just like knocked me for 6. And yourself as well, love, yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely not. Okay, she will say more hopefully in a moment. So listen, guys, if you're like not into the supernatural or anything like that, just, please just don't bother watching any further. And I know this is really strange, guys. We're a goalkeeping coaching organisation. We're not going to start a supernatural channel or anything like that, okay? We don't want to go through what we went through, but we just think it'd be good to share with you guys in the J4K community. But the real reason why we're sharing this is just for some answers, really. And we're going to have to do this in 2 or 3 videos, because of obviously we took a lot of videos, a lot of photographs, we got proof of what we witnessed, and again, we just like people to come forward. Okay, so before we show you the images, I just want to give you a bit of the backstory. So literally, I took my wife on holiday last week for a 50th. To be gutted, I told you that. What was it? Don't tell her I said that. Okay, yeah. And we just stayed in a farm. I'm not going to tell you where this was. I'm going to keep the location secret because it's not fair on the landowner. Obviously, because we don't want them to have a pilgrimage of YouTubers going to check out their land. The land is that big. It was over 1,000 acres. They weren't even aware of this property. We just found it purely by chance. It was on the last day we were staying. And anyway, so this is my amazing daughter, Mackenzie, here. Say hello again.
Hi.
Amazing wise words. And this is a friend, Eloise. So this is, again, just a backstory. Is that we went to this farm, literally hundreds of acres, well over 1,000 acres of farm in the middle of nowhere. This must be easily 150 years old, and you could have walked. We walked past this place 10 times, and we never noticed it. So really, seen it by chance. We went in. At one time, you could see that it had a border, and obviously this was the property that was derelict. There was a weird cave that was behind this property, wasn't there, as well? There are 2 weird caves, and at the back of the property, I can't even explain what it was. It was like man-made, it was circular, and it was like two chimneys back to back. And this is where a lot of the activity that we seen. But we'll do that in a video. We'll do probably 3 videos. This is video 1. We'll do 3 videos. This is part 1. Okay, so literally the backstory is we're on holiday, and literally but this holiday was just about exploring the acres of this farm. Now it's not open. It's not open to anyone else. So there's no public pathways, etc. It's only like the 2 or 3 people that get to stay on the farm. The residents that can go. And as I say, the farm owners, it's that vast. The lands, they weren't even aware that this was here. So the first photograph I'm going to show you guys, okay, yeah, and I'm going to. In the second photograph, I'm going to be showing you, in the second video, I'm going to be showing you this photograph, which is pretty freaky when we enlarge it, okay, yeah. But first of all, I'm going to show you, this is a picture of Mackenzie. So this is when we first approached this, what's that? Penny. And there's Penny, our Pattendale Terrier. Now, there's the picture 1, there's picture 2. Now, the reason why I want to show you picture 1 and picture 2, this was literally me behind my daughter as she was taking a photograph or a video of the house. I was just taking photographs of her, so I was just going like snap, snap, snap. So that was one image, and then literally a second later, this was the second photograph I'd taken. Now, it's important to come back to it, why this is important in a moment. Okay, so when you look again. So when this photograph was taken, we were just walking around the property. It was about 7:30 at night. It was starting to go a bit dark. And after Mackenzie took this photograph, it was either Mackenzie or a friend, Eloise, said, I feel as if we're getting watched. Was it me? Was it you? Yeah. Me. So we said, we feel as if we're getting watched. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, internally, I started laughing. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. So I just went along with it, and I was obviously winding them up as any father would do. So anyway, I said, look, and this is when we said, look, let's just start. Who said start taking photographs with yourself? So we said, let's just start taking photographs. This was like about 30 seconds after I took this photograph. Now, in part 2, I'll show you the other photographs we've taken, which we took photographs and videos of things that just cannot explain. But in this photograph, this is like me. This is one of the first photographs we took. And this is me taking a photograph of Mackenzie. Now, if you look in the mirror here, okay, in the window, sorry, thank you, sweetheart. So just keep looking in this section, guys, okay, yeah. Now, we never seen this, okay. Now, I'll try my best. We're not experts with this. Now, hopefully you can start seeing a face here, guys, okay, yeah. So let me just get my other hand here. So I'm going to get bigger and bigger. So first of all, we thought it was one face. You see here, the eyes, the nose, that looks like a hat, okay? But when we look further, now it's a bit, unfortunately guys, okay, the original photographs are better than this, but hopefully you can clearly see, guys, here, a face of it looks like a woman with a nose, but then you can see a face of a nose of a man behind. To me, it looks like a man with a nose, a mouth, mustache. Maybe a mustache, maybe a bit of a dodgy mustache. But to me, they don't look human, and that's what's thrown me, guys, okay, yeah. And again, it looks like they've got like the same hats on or the same hair. And what's thrown me, again, I've seen things like on YouTube like this, and I've just laughed, to be honest with you guys. I'm going, yeah, whatever. Now it's happened to us, I'm a bit like, whoa, okay. But for me, if this was like a face of a human, I'd be okay, right? I'd be like, okay, so that's their house. They lived there 150 years ago. As you can see the face here, guys, yeah, they lived there 150 years ago. It's humans, and I would have moved on. I wouldn't have thought anything of it. I just would have thought, we've captured a ghost, whatever, move on. I wouldn't have been bothered. But to me, they don't look human, and that's what's freaked me out. And if you can see, guys, yeah, and again, if you look, they're looking at Mackenzie. Okay, so if you can see the face, again, I'm going to zoom in. Again, apologies if I'm not doing this correctly, guys. Okay, we're not YouTubers or whatever you want to call them. But again, as I say, look at that. Looks like something out the Avatar, doesn't it? And it looks like they've got, I don't know, hats. And is that like leaves in the hair, or is that ears? I don't know. But you can see an eye. There's definitely a nose. And there's another nose and a mouth. Okay. And as you can see, they're purely a face, guys, yeah. Now, if you're like me, I'll be honest with you, I'm always like, okay, look for the logic, okay, look, yeah, that must be just leaves. And, again, I've got a friend, and it doesn't matter what evidence you show me, he'll always think of something, he'll come up with something that he'll try and prove that it's not the case, which is fine, So I'll be honest with you, even he was like, okay, wow, I can't explain that right. But I'll be honest with you, first of all, I was like, okay, maybe that's like the foliage, the greenery behind. And that's what I maybe thought to start off with. But what made me think it wasn't is going back to the second photograph I showed you earlier on in the video. That's Mackenzie. So this photograph was literally done. I took this photograph and then literally, boom, a second later, as you can see, she's only bending down. But again, if you look at our pattern tail, it's looking at this direction. But if it enlarge it, it's the exact same photograph, the exact same angle, literally taken half a second later. There's nothing there compared to this. So guys, maybe again, the people we've shown it to a few of our family and friends, and 90% of people can see this straight away. So please give me your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you guys, if you know anything about this type of stuff, or if you know anyone that knows anyone, please PM us and please contact us, because we would generally love to know. Because I wouldn't say it's freaked me out, because was you scared when you were there? No, it's not. It's not that we were scared. We just felt like we were being watched, and we didn't feel not under pressure, we didn't feel as like our life was in danger, did we, love? You know what I mean?
No.
We just felt like something wasn't right, and just looking at these images here,
They're different.
they're different, yeah. So we were sorry, sweetheart. So we just look at crikey. So again, just look at the image here. I'm going to keep saying it, guys, yeah. So this is part one of the videos anyway. Most people, again, can see a face, and as you can see there, they're looking directly at Mackenzie. Does that freak you out that they were doing that?
No.
Oh, to be fair, Mackenzie doesn't get freaked out at all, which is cool. As I say, guys, we've lived in a lot of properties where we have seen and heard a lot of weird stuff. Supernatural stuff. We're not saying it's ghosts, because we obviously, all we know is we couldn't, we don't know what it was, but we're like, you know what, there's something good on the TV tonight, so we're not really, yeah. So if a ghost is haunting our house, they're going to waste the time, to be honest with you. But look, guys, can you see that? And the thing is, Mackenzie's looking straight at the window, and none of us seeing this. And again, what makes me think that obviously something was there, because this was literally taken 0.0 seconds later, and there's nothing there. Same angle, same iPhone camera. So if it was like the grass or the foliage, it'd be there. Anyway, let me know what you think, guys. But if you really want to be spooked out, and this is the one that freaked me out more than anything, guys, I'm just going to sort of show you this to give you a bit of a taster. Again, we never seen this with our naked eye. But can you see this? Again, look, these are like skulls. And again, for you guys, so I'm going to do that in another video. We'll do that one in a minute, in the next video. That's okay, love, yeah. So, for you guys that know me and know Just for Keepers, guys, we're not a supernatural channel. We've got no intention of opening anything supernatural. It's just completely bamboozled us, okay? I say we just went to look at this derelict property in the middle of the countryside, in the middle of nowhere, easily 150 years old, the property. And as I say, it's private land and no one is allowed to go on there. We only found it purely by chance, even though we walked past it probably 8 or 9 times, maybe 10 times. And I bet you £1,000 that, we are probably one of, maybe 1 or 2 people a year, not even that, you know, probably stumble across this property. But where all this activity went on, by the way, this is where it was like a man-made, like a man-made chimney, was it? Like a man-made fire?
You're talking about the ditch?
Like the ditch, yeah?
Yeah.
It was like a man-made, wasn't it? Yeah. And that's where where we've seen a lot of these orbs. But I'll explain that in the next video. But please, guys, you know, please give me your comments below. I know it sounds crazy, guys. I know this is a channel for goalkeeping, but I'd love to know your comments below, because we're completely baffled what we've seen. Like I say, I'm open-minded to anything, but this has like took me to another level where I'm like, I just don't understand this. So if you or you know anyone that understands this stuff, please let us know, just so that we know we're not going crazy. So anything else to add, young, beautiful, amazing lady?
No.
Wise words. Okay, guys, so I hope all that makes sense. Okay, please let me know what you think of that. Okay, and I'm going to do the second part of the video. Going to do part 2 next. All the best.